Harden, not that time. To Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Rockets have the ball. To Fareed. Thaddeus Young sends it away. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
To Harden. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Catch up, baby.
And a throwdown.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Harden with the basketball. Down a bundle. Capella to Westbrook. He gets it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Houston takes over. Take stock of the floor. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Young. Thaddeus Young. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Westbrook. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Another shot won't go either.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Here comes the screen. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. To Westbrook.
Participate in an upcoming event. You can register at our team website for more details.
To Harden.
What's that cutter? What's that cutter? What's the cutter? What's the cutter?
1 minute remaining in the third.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. To Markkanen. To LaVine. Zach LaVine. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To P.J. Tucker. Westbrook. Rebound taken down by Markkanen. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Westbrook. That misses with 3 seconds left. 3 quarters down. Nice cushion for the Bulls. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Nice pass to set things up.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Young. Here comes the screen. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
James Harden trying to cash in. He connects off the step back.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
To Wendell Carter. That's no good. You've got to get that one to go.
I got this play. Let's go.
Cashes in for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys down big.
Screen come.
Harden to Capella. Rises for the slam. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
That's me. Oh, yeah, me and you.
Stepping in for the Chicago Bulls.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Harden to Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. He's 3 for 7.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Bulls with the rock. To Young. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Westbrook.
You got the mismatch.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Bulls with the basketball.
I'm here.
To Wendell Carter. Tyson Chandler able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Thaddeus Young looking good, 4 for 5.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Zach LaVine, it's good.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Chicago basketball. To Young.
Rotate.
Tyson Chandler rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Oh, a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Hits the late 3 at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. The Bulls take this one as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls were merciless in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Rockets seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Assists.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.